will solve division, divisive, and destructive politics.
Let me address this private jet issue. My response will not go down well. As Daria Dora, who campaigned against private jet, use of private jet against President Weir. I want to publicly apologize to President Weir. We did not understand the constraints and the reasons and the justification for using private jet.
What troubles me is to hear a sitting president, Joseph Walker, and his men to try to tear our country apart. We are a post-conflict nation. Our peace is fragile. What we need to do is to reconcile and bring our people together, not to separate us, not to divide us, not to destroy this country anymore.
How can Liberians decide on progressiveness and think on how they can build and develop their country? How can 178 years old country build capacity of young Liberians and create job opportunity and enable the Liberian citizens to live a better life? Answer these questions plus many more. John K. OK and Princess Elessa Vante Colley from Monday to Thursday at 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. for the program Freedom Hub, for the most informative talk show that brings the real issue without fear to the Liberian people on Freedom FM 87.9. Freedom Communication Incorporated brings to you Freedom Hub. Freedom Hub, a 2-hour informative forum where key issues are discussed to shift the destiny of our country positively.
They see allegation of corruption. There are multiple cases where current officials of this government are being alleged to be deeply involved with corruption. Why not subject them to the same treatment? If Master Kimia can be good enough to go to prison on allegation of corruption, I mean, Moda should be good enough to go to prison as well.
Now guess what? Then people come and play. Oh, we didn't eat here with me. Just not all men. They get it wrong. What's more like petition is like it from people. I was there to and I is on sale. We didn't buy it. Yes, yeah. We didn't want to never. It was running down there. It's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now you get the rescue. You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like you. You say you coming to rescue your people. Oh, that's why you to us. You even claim to even be the hero for your experience. Oh, why you to us? So why the rest not stable? No job, no food, no food on the table. Not just say for the poor. Once you not get no money, rest they show your kids get poor. No opportunity for the youth. Instead of help people, the big property on the youth. Tell me why the people vote you for. You treating the people. I used to say you not alone. It's a rescue.
If you're waiting for the 29th of February, you have to wait for next year.
You're not giving the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue.
No birthday for you in this year. Well, folks, welcome to Freedom Hub.
You say
on 87.9 FM
but we not seeing change.
with Princess Oluwakan. My name is Al Jordan Roosevelt.
We not seeing changes. You made your country divided into two.
On this 27th day of February
You wish on
2026.
but the Liberian people suffering. You dance
Plenty of things to talk about.
but the Liberian people suffering. Tell me who you rather give the rescue now. You know your rescue team. I say, it's a rescue. I just want to ask you one question. Now who you give the rescue?
Oluwakan will join us later.
You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say I'm like you. That's what I am.
Today's the 26th. If you're waiting for the 29th, no birthday for you. Okay, folks, welcome. Like I said, plenty of things to talk about today. A couple of headlines to run through in this 45,000 square miles. The guys who are in charge of Liberia rescue.
It's a rescue. I just wanna ask you one question. Now you give the rescue. You not give him the people what they want. Then you say you give the rescue.
Okay, folks, welcome. Today is the 26th of February 2026, and we're in 2026 as well, like I said. So plenty of discussion today. A lot of things happening across Liberia. And sometimes you sit in, at your home wanting to know what's happening, and politically you want to speak out. You just have to be careful. But yes, this is Liberia. This is the old Liberia. And we are here again to discuss a lot of issues. People trying to be patient. Patience is running out. Liberians wondering if they made the right decision 2023. That is anyone's guess. And, just before we came on air, somebody was telling me, the issue of land getting very, very serious. Very, very serious. And somebody was telling me they are waiting for 2029. Perhaps they don't have that capacity, to actually address that particular issues. And so they say in 2029, they will wait. And then they will come from the United States of America to reclaim that land within the rehab community where Mr. Bwaka lives. And so that issue, we're still waiting. Yes, but to be frank with you, the land issue is very serious. The Liberian people are suffering, trust me. If you were to scale 10 years back, 20 years back, 7 years back, you will know that the decisions that were made in 2023, that decision is the worst in the history of our country. But what we're going to do first, we're going to run through a couple of headlines. Some of you just joining us on the social media. We will run through a couple of headlines, and then from there, we'll bring you some of our topic that we have here. So just keep tuned to Freedom FM. This is Freedom Hub right here on 87.9. We have a couple of headlines to run through in Liberia. If you missed the chance with this morning with Wendell, it is the opportunity when you're driving home, you can get some of the strong headlines as far as Liberia news, the issue of news is concerned. So let's see if we can run through a couple of headlines right here, and then right after that, we'll go in some of the strong issues in our country. And trust me, if you do not want to hear certain things, especially people who think the other group of people, they have no logic, no right, they are not citizens of Liberia, and you know too much, this country belongs to you. Once it is not you, it should not be anybody. Trust me, right after we have gone through a couple of headlines making news, you should choose another place to suit yourself, because this isn't the place to be satisfied with some of the things we're going to discuss today. Trust me. So we will go through headlines making news right here on Freedom Hub. Let's see if we can do that right now. So we can run through a couple of headlines making news just right after that, and then we'll bring you some strong topic here on this radio. So we're just trying to find our usual theme song. Right after that, we will then go through some of the strong talking points here. So if you have your property, keep your these, keep all of your things that you can keep stronger, because the court right now is like a station where anybody can just go there and say, my man, I get it kind of amount. You can do this for me? Yes. And then they get it done for you. And then in no time, they will take your land. So, but let us run through a couple of headlines making news here in folks. Our first up is the New Dawn newspaper, the New Dawn front page, major headlines. I cannot use my money to marry myself. Mostly response to ex-boyfriend's claims. Do you know the woman whose home was actually demolished, who was crying, whoa, now give me some of my money, give me some of my money. The woman said, as far as she's concerned, she cannot use her money, to go and marry men. Because there's a guy who says, the woman was suffering. He came and gave the woman plenty of money, over hundreds of thousands of US dollars to do business. As soon as she got that money, she started acting funny. But the woman said the man can steal. When she needed the man in the house, the man can take her money and put it all in your socks. The both of them right there on the front page of the New Dawn newspaper. She looks very serious. And I don't know why the man is smiling on the front page of the New Dawn newspaper. I cannot use my money to marry myself. Government to distribute yellow machines based on county lease. And we see a couple of AR machines on the front page of the New Dawn newspaper. Even women can take more than 20 months to get back. Anyway, as we speak, there's one of the machines being stuck at the gate of the Freeport of Monrovia. The machine cannot move. If you go at the Freeport of Monrovia as we speak, you will see the new machine that turns on right in front of the Freeport of Monrovia on the front page of the New Dawn under this big headline. Government distribute yellow machines based on county needs. Got to do it for the front page of the New Dawn. The ballon headlines, the white page, senior LMP officers detained over alleged rape of a 13-year-old boy. And I'm telling you, the folks are saying, I don't know what kind of police we get these days. When the police is not sodomizing the boys, they are raping the 13-year-old girls. I'll tell you, it's not easy. It's a senior LMP officer detained over alleged rape of a 13-year-old girl. So, when a 13-year-old girl, United Party people want to rape, it's not easy. When you're not 13-year-old boy, then you 13-year-old girl. Then they will carry you in the room and do all kinds of things to you. United Party people are demonic. Why you should be chasing all these small children when they get tombs all in the capital city? Some big tombs, some small tombs, some of them are 50, 30, some women that I even get men. And the guy is right there on the back page of the New Dawn newspaper with this big headline: senior LMP officer detained over alleged rape of a 13-year-old boy and 13-year-old girl. Our next stop is the Women Voices. The Women Voices front page major headline: we respectfully disagree with the ruling. Clark Hope Foundation to appeal ruling on subpoena, and the most beautiful first lady of the Republic of Liberia. And I say the other woman are beautiful. And I say the other woman are beautiful. I say the other first lady are beautiful. I say the old woman who can pour something on her face to force herself to be found. I say she's not beautiful. Oh, I know the most beautiful first lady in the Republic of Liberia. Madam Clark Weir is right there on the front page of the Women Voices. She's smiling. Mama, you fire. It is your beauty when the United Party people fighting you, because they can't stand it that, the men who they think that The man hasn't done anything for Liberia. And Claudia is right there just smiling on the front page of the Women Voices. I just let the English the woman spoke. We respectfully disagree with the ruling. When I some people there that I know they will be causing that nonsense ruling. That nonsense ruling. Look, that woman comes from home. Man, you can really choose. Mine. I see why your name is money. That to do it for the we have a couple of stories here, but the guy who is chasing this woman is right there on the front page of the Women Voices, the back page, ballot headlines, Slovakia and Ambassador Princess Jetty Rebel investment in Liberia, and that to do it for the Women Voices back page. Our next junction is the In Profile newspaper. Front page, major headline. Government identifies 88 illegal land sellers. One small thing concerning the land issue in Liberia. The man said that so far so good, the government has identified 88 land sellers. The man who can sell land 2, 3, 4, 5 times. I mean, how much for the land? Wow, 1,005. The finish said I want to go to the NT. They may give me money when he bring a land, you must cost grandma. This time when you take somebody land, just go to the Satiwu, you put your Satiwu on the land. Everybody take your land, you dirty them. And here is it on the front page of the In Profile newspaper. According to the government, it says here 88 persons are illegally selling land across Liberia. AFL Nat 28 in overnight operation. I will even talk about the AFL people. I will not praise AFL people. You know why? They are making hundreds of Liberians homeless and they don't care for the ordinary people. The following men like Braka to disgrace the people. I not get time for AFL. The Phoebe Hospital nicest fee in and to go slow action. House sites LEC probe in charities. And that to do it for the front page of the In Profile newspaper. The back page ballot headlines. Contaminated water pressing. Pattered residents cry. Dika elects new leaders to endangers corn political feature. Government RFAD teams complete agricultural mission, and that to do it for the lazy In Profile newspaper. Our next stop is the newspaper front page. We do not have the luxury of time, and so we have to run. It says here, tariff management operation face resistance. All kinds of things happening under this confused government. Tariff management operation faces resistance. And I tell you, the beginning Monday, those of you who said, you know, at the front of the transport minister on people passing, what you say now? What you say now? All that what you say, you don't do it on Monday. Your operation are tomorrow, the last operation are tomorrow. Anybody who does that will charge you for personal data. Will charge you for spa. To Samuel 12 Worms VP call. The back page ballot headlines. You are to answer questions over exorbitant graduation fees. Yes, according to the University of Liberia, they say the fee for graduation, the fee too high. Some people say 500, some people say 900, some people say 1,000. All kinds of things. Price control is just hard racketing and no control in Liberia. Liberia Immigration Service funds are deepening cooperation on border security and migration. All about Braka government are just strengthening bilateral. That one with you. Turkish military attaché vice defense minister. China calls for people-centered global rights reform. House conducts public hearing on education reform in Liberia. LASAP mobilized communities to protect electricity power theft in the country. Waka Summit. restructure foreign ministry. I haven't, trust me, our last stop is the authoritative heritage newspaper, Fala Hills arrival of Yellow Machine. This guy is a demon in political field. Thomas Fala is right here on the front page of the authoritative heritage newspaper under this big headline, Fala Hills, arrival of Yellow Machine. The man who used to be at the playing field, when we went there to buy playing, the man will be doing $100, $150 we want, $200 we want. John we took the man from the playing field and made the man start checking thousands of dollars. Today, the man acting very ungrateful. And he's right there on the front page of the authoritative heritage newspaper. The man say, welcome Yellow Machine. What kind of demon you so? Come on, fella, you are a demon. Trust me, you are a demon. He's right there on the front page of the heritage newspaper. Senator Conan Puche's war crimes court. Gonna let people hear man. LRA applauds new DR facilities. The bike page balance headlines. Judge Faka dismisses former NRC hair indictment. Health Minister eases Phoebe tension. Turkish attaché eyes defense ties. Nigel slums DeLong and Collie lie. Police investigates officer in Grand Bassa County. We'll take a break. We'll pause to know what's the issue about this rape issue concerning the police. Because look, I'm getting sour. It is sickening. It is just barbaric, unfortunate that the same police that should be protecting the citizens of the country will be hunters of young babies. Look, 12 years old girl, 13-year-old boy, and the security sectors, the guys that are in the security sectors, they are chasing after these girls. Look, in Charles Taylor town, you're not going to see this. During the Door town, you're not going to see this. During the Tottenham town, you're not going to see this. You only will see what's happening on a United Party government of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf. And a man called Joseph Boakai combined with the Unity Party. I don't know if this is a culture within the Unity Party that when they are not chasing after, 13 years old, 14 years old, it is so used to them until, the late son of Ellen Johnson Sirleaf had to go and marry a 23-year-old girl, even though he was pushing to 70 years old. This is a culture within the Unity Party. And that is why when these things happen, you will see the police director is protecting his friends because it is a culture. You know what a culture is? Like in Liberia, when there are certain things that we can't do in our society, it's obvious. When I say it's obvious, it can be easily understood by anybody. That in Liberia, when you go Liberia, there are certain things that you can do. And when you go Liberia as a foreigner, you can't go against the people. They will come and defend you. Even though in your society it is right, but in Liberia it is not right. So in the United Party, when nobody hears it, nobody listen, when a man go and sodomize, a boy, they happy with it. Once the public do not hear it, the public didn't see, everybody will jubilate. Because in the army, during the rebel period, when you go and kill more, they can increase your rank. You know why? Because you're getting brave. During a democratic period, that kind of act is just not reasonable. So it becomes a problem when it comes to the public. But in the United Party, when an old man go against a 13-year-old, 12-year-old boy to go and sodomize, you know what I mean? Say sodomize. Those of you who in the slum communities who do not know some of these things, the big man will go and have something to do with the ball. And the ball front part, nothing there. So obviously, he will go behind the ball. That kind of act, the United Party people will swear to their gods that they will defend it. It is a culture. That is why you will see the police chief for the first time will be asking, oh, we're doing this, we're doing it well, we're doing it. They're trying to protect their culture. In the last 3 months, these are cases that are coming out of Liberia. And you just think it is normal. It is not normal. Look, these people are political witches. And until you stand against them, your society will always be hijacked. Here's the New Republic newspaper. Almost 3 newspapers we read here with the same story that the government officials, police officers, the first one, it was the minister from the youth and sports, raping a 13-year-old girl. At the end of the day, when they are successful, they will dump these children. Because why? The public didn't just hear it. Today, we are talking about another high-profile policeman in Grand Bassa County. So you ask yourself, why is it that the people in the Unity Party that only raping they know, that only having sex with boys they know? You have to ask yourself, why these things were not happening during the Chancellor regime, during the Doe regime, during the George Weah regime, but it only happens in the Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and the Joseph Boakai regime. This is a culture that is within the Unity Party, and they need to desist. They need to desist. Trust me, they have to. It is obligatory that they desist. They have to. You can't be destroying people's future, because when you destroy a child future, obviously you finish destroying maybe 10 persons, because you don't know the amount of children that person or that girl will have. And some of you think, oh, it's just something that we're supposed to say, yeah, oh, the man made mistake, man, oh, the boy made mistake. Why it didn't happen during Weah time? Why? Why it didn't happen 2 years ago when these buggers had no money? Because they influenced the children with government money. And men will be chasing men. And when they carry these guys to the Monrovia Central Prison, you know what they do there? They go and take the guys from there in the night. And if you do not raise alarm, the guys will be taken from there every night and taking in alcoholic beverages, dancing and singing, and in the morning they take them there. That is why they were forced to show the public video. That video, they were obliged to take it. You know why? Because the public sentiment against the police and the government was strong that day. So you ask yourself, why it didn't happen when Mr. X was in power? Why our kids have been sodomized, raped? All because the demons, the political demons of our country. And when we tell you, say, choose good against evil, then you want to be too stubborn. Too stubborn. Unity Party people, whole day, if they're not raping girls, then they're sodomizing young boys. And you think we're supposed to come and fool our hands? No! We're not going to fool our hand. We have to stand. Even though they have the power in their hand, but the people matter. Every day when it's not on Facebook, then it is in newspaper. When it is not in newspaper, then it is in the community. And you think it is something that is just, yes, let's agree. Yeah, that FA, anything can happen. No, it is a culture. It is a nasty culture. Do you know in previous government, there were ministers that were keeping blood? Do you know that one? That one, our culture in certain government. That one was a culture in certain government, that ministers were keeping blood, in living human being blood in their homes. The other government that hunt for young girls and young boys. And when they do these things, they are chanting. They don't do it normally. And that is why the police chief will do everything necessary to protect. Because he's one of those persons in the same society. And then we will come to use the modern day trumpet our voices to you. And you think we just want to talk. No. we are in the midst of political demons. And the only way you conquer these people is to stand strong. How do you stand strong? Is to listen to two patriots. It's to listen. It's to listen. You have to listen. Today, they see, as a matter of fact, the people do not even consider you as a human being. Ask yourself, why am I so important when the Unity Party people won't vote? Why am I so important that Braka will list with Rue Yeke, Disgranto Costa, and a liar like Delon? To be so pleased when he's in opposition. But then when it comes to defending you, he tells you God isn't making any leg. Only reckless, irresponsible, and unpatriotic, including you just say unproductive leader will auto source a war to his people. A president telling his citizen that God not making land. That is stupid, to be frank. You know how the mother can sit in her home? When the mother do not have food, the mother can put her hand on the chin and be thinking, far, where can I get food for my children? You know why your father can wake up early in the morning? Because that is a responsibility to take care of his children, his parents. That's what we call leadership. Leadership is not only to be president. You can even have a leadership in your home. But when you have a president who tells you, God doesn't make no land again, it is the harshest form of ingratitude to the people who stood on the land. For me, I hate talking about people going, standing, walking in, in people water. That's not my prerogative. It doesn't concern me. But I'm talking about those people who kept their attention, put their hope. Sorry to say, but a man who will make millions of dollars for 12 years, in year 13, and I said 13 years later, Joseph Braka was making close to $27,000 every month. $27,000 every month, including support from the United Nations. The Boko left office. And in year 13, 1213, the man is begging George Weah to go to hospital. And that is why I say, look, as long as Braka has George Weah sweat in that battery system, he will never succeed. His government will never ever succeed. What's the process? Look, you do not pay evil or good with evil. You do not do it. And you think we're supposed to come be acting as Holy Mary. We're supposed to be acting so holy. When the same political human beings who felt that the political situation or the presidency was so useless that anybody could just insult the presidency. Today when you say it, then they say, oh, you don't know the man, oh, you don't know that the president? Does it concern me? Oh, yesterday it was good. Because it should not be about the man who goes into the presidency. It should be about the area, because it is that office that gives the man the power. Imagine the vice president and the president. These are the two people who have eaten sweat from George Weah. And they say, don't pass to the airport. Don't do the one here. Oh, don't do the one. Don't do the one. Don't do the one. You should be coming so low. If George Weah passed through the airport, that means Braka will not be president again. These are things we should not accept in our society. And until we learn politically, because at the end of the day, these folks will come back to you. But in the first segment, let me tell you how politics work. Let me tell you. I'll just give you a short scenario. A very short story about how politics and politicians work against the ordinary people. There is a very short story. A very short story. I don't care whether you enjoy the story. Before we go to the telephone line, the first segment, I don't care. But let me just tell you how it works. And this is the idea of the Unity Party against the peaceful people of our country. And until we learn these things and understand these people who want to destroy our children's future, we will always be trapped in their political lies. Now listen. I'm saying this. And if you do not learn today, you will never learn. Like Oliver Kahn said yesterday, he's not going to tell you to go vote for Mr. X or Mr. Y. You take that decision and make a decision. Make a sound decision, even if you're under pressure. So listen to this story. You know the water? Ain't no water, ain't no river, ain't no fisherman. The fisherman here took. I gave you all of you this story, huh? Listen carefully so you can learn. Take your pen, anything you get, just take it so you can learn. When you can record this story, huh? Record this story as far for 2029 or whatsoever, because on that day of voting, you can play this story. Perhaps you're not going to see it on Facebook anymore. This fisherman, the act of the Unity Party to the ordinary people today, that's why they're going everywhere and breaking the home of people. They don't care. Their president say, God not making any land. Just listen. This fisherman took, he was being pressured by his wife because his children had no food. So the woman that morning, the woman came from the bathroom and he said, good morning. The woman now answer him. The woman came out, the woman now want to talk. So because he was too tense, he took his bill and his line. He went to the river. When he went to the river, he put the bill on the fisherman put the bill on his line and threw it in the water. When he threw the bill in the water, you know the water runs from up and come down. When you know how to fish, you can understand this. In the evening, sometimes you'll see the water coming in the town. And usually, or in the morning, it will come in the town. All depends the weather. So he was where the water was coming. So he understood the water. So he went to where it was suitable for him to get some fish. So he threw the boat in the water. When he threw the boat in the water, the small fish, you the smaller fish, the citizens. This man is being pressured home by his wife to bring food for his children, for the home. That fishing, he go fishing. Not that he loves you, not that he cares, not that he loves the fish, he won't go design it to her or make story. No, he went to fishing so he can get pepper soup for his home, so they can eat the fish. So as soon as he placed the boat in the water, one smaller fish ran to the boat. It won't grab it and just take it, eat it, and start running. I don't know if I can say fortunate for the smaller fish. One of the big fish or the small fish came there and came between the bill and the small fish and pushed the small fish and told the small fish, look, that food you see down there, that food is poison. That food, they get something inside that food they call hope. When you eat that food, as soon as you turn around to carry, there is a man out there who doesn't care for you. He will take that line and put it. At the end of the day, you will be caught. And you will never see your man. You will never live here under this water. So the smaller fish listen for once. Then the smaller fish went and say, well, they beefy here. They you not live your life. People won't enjoy. You just stopping me. I want to taste that food. Now, the man with the presence of the big fish, the man is there, throwing loud, but he cannot get anything. So he thinks how when he goes home, his woman will still be keeping him under pressure. So you know what he did? He changed his location and went down the river. Because in that terrain, somebody finished telling the smaller fish, look, they food here a pressing. Don't eat it. Because when you eat it, as soon as you put your mouth on it, and that food again, eat your walking full. You see how you're suffering today? Because you felt that you are going to be enjoying. But that enjoyment, it lost. It's not there. You finish opening. So the man, he can't see anything. So he changed his location and went down. So he threw the bread again, he put new bread there and took it in the water. Then the small fish here, it low around, it low on the left, it low on the right, you can't see nobody. It one with speed, it one grab it, the big fish come and say, my child, I keep warning you. I keep telling you, this food is not good. That fool will destroy your life. That fool is a person. There is a creature up there called man. He doesn't care for you. The only time he comes to this river, when he needs you to satisfy his home. Then the smaller fish again stopped. The men were there for some time. Folks, the time was going, the weather was changing. And then it was in the evening. This man under plenty of pressure. Braka was dying. Everybody knows that. If you can't see it on the radio, if you can't see it on the internet, some of us can see it because we know we are not lying. Because lie is the intentional violation of truth. And so we must say the truth. Everybody knows. And you know what the American people say? The American army can say, never wound a man and let him go. And that's the mistake I see with President Weah. But that is another topic for another day. But as I was telling you, the pressure is on this man. When he goes home, his wife will not be found with him. So he must catch fish by all costs. So in the evening, he went to the other end. And then for this smaller fish to come now and catch the big fish, he put the river, the hook there in the water. As soon as smaller fish come, the big fish say, look, I'm going for meeting. I have advised you time after time. If you do not listen, I will not be around. You know that period now, that the voting day now, that particular period where the bigger fish were telling the smaller fish, I'm not going to be around when you put your mouth in the fish. The people who were sitting on radio, Oliver Khan and Princess then, RJ Roosevelt then, telling you that Braka is a demon. Braka doesn't care. United Party people are rappers. They were telling you. When Anthony Stephen can play late music, he said, look, don't vote for the person here. Then he said, oh, Anthony Stephen, why you tell me? You're working for Freedom FM, all of y'all. But that advice Anthony Stevens was giving you, it was an advice for your whole generation. But you dumped that advice in the trash. So the bigger fish was telling the smaller fish, look, I will not be here in the evening. I'm going for meeting. On election day, I'm not going to be with you. Take a sound decision under pressure. Take my advice. I'm leaving. This food is poison. If you eat this bill, the creature will haul you up there, take you home, and cook pepper soup. I'm leaving. So this big fish left for meeting. In the town, they can go for meeting in the afternoon. So that smaller fish now was left alone. You know what happened, folks? The people of this country didn't listen to pieces of advice. They didn't listen to the modern day trumpet, the people who are true patriots of their country. When you hear the American man tells you that, hey, the American Revolution, it was done by a lady, a 13-year-old girl, Emily Giggle, she ate the unpleasant meal for the sake of the American Revolution. The place where all of y'all won't go today in America, that 13-year-old girl ate raw paper. Go and read the American history. For you in this country, all of you anxious. Like you're going for marathon, like you in rush. Like the people feeling telling you, say, oh, tomorrow Judgment Day. So when you come into this country, I don't know if it is the poverty or what, but everybody in rush. And imagine the people of this country wanted to make a decision. Not even with Alexander Cummings, but with a man who spent 12 years in government. In year 13, he broke, he living on loan. How can you trust a Braka? How? I still trying, after 3 years, I'm still trying to comprehend that. And so that bigger fish left for meeting. Now, the decision between you and the ballot box, that was the decision. That ballot box you saw, that bill that the smaller fish saw, it was Braka. Some of the people felt that they are not saying, me, I don't even know why I voted. Or that why the people say, or that why the people say, yes, because you failed to listen to people who have heart for you. And so the bigger fish left. And then the men threw the bill into the water. The campaign slogan that they were giving you. You hammer last our vote, we hammer last day, we give you day, we'll increase your salary, we'll do this one, we'll do this other one, we'll do this one. All those things were political tricks. 2 years, they can't do anything. That is the mental you say in 100 days, no cow will hitch. We are in more than 700 days in the country. Even between the LPRC, cars stay hitching. And so the bigger fish went for meeting. The man threw the bill there. The sun is going down. The pressure is on him. His wife, her eyes is on the road. The children of that man is hungry. The Unity Party folks, the children, more Ali than that was they were hungry. They were just looking up to Bwaka. What can we use? Let's keep the lies. Let's get that smaller fish. And so when the man placed the boat into the water, that smaller fish had no advisor. When you go into the ballot box, no advisor there. When you're taking that decision, and that is why I was telling Oliver yesterday, don't mind the people, don't advise them. Because when you see the little child, have you placed a candle? The one we can call candle. You not place it somewhere, you not see the small child go and put it here, then you say stop, then you hold it back, you go and put it here, then you say stop, then you hold it back. He will be thinking it's a joke, he will be laughing. Kiki! Don't stop him. Allow him to put his hand on that candle. When that candle burn, when he cry, the next time you put candle there, he will turn around and run. So for now, 2029, we're not going to reverse you. All of these stories we're giving you, it is a story that will reflect on election day. Whether it's October 11 or October 10, take this decision today. So when the man placed the bill there, that bigger fish, that smaller fish, look on the left, look to the rear, look whatsoever, no qualms, nothing. It went back, it came with speed and placed his mouth on that bill. Some of you who can fish it, when the fish touches the bill, the man has his watchman, he knows that, hey, there's a fish there. So when the guy saw the watchman shaking, he said, yes. And then that smaller fish took it, turned, and wanted to go deep into the water. For the first time, that man pulled the trigger. When he pulled the trigger, that means he hauled the line. And then that smaller fish, for the first time in 5 years, that smaller fish saw itself in a different environment. Now, the beauty about this is that in the water, the gill will help the smaller fish to pull all air and then breathe. Yes. But when you take the fish from the water, it will pump a gill, but then there is no anything there to keep it breathing. So that breathing, when you put the fish on the water, when it's beyond the land, that thing you see it breathing, it's telling you the smaller fish will, if I had known. Now, that breathing that smaller fish doing is already dying. It's in the hands of this man who left his home to give food to his family. You know why that smaller fish was caught? Because it didn't listen to the bigger fish who knew about this process. It was late. Now, I know many of you who say, if I had known, I would have done better. But it's late. It's late. That man now is happy. You think the man coming fishing again? He's not coming fishing. He carrying that fish until the fish finish before he comes back. So it tells you that the bigger fish was right. And when we were telling you, look, when Georgia government was being ruled, when they see church, Georgia will say, hey, you're pastor of the church. And these buggers will be using the same role at the same time castigating. Today, they don't give a heck. They just don't give a heck. Whether you do, whether must do, whether just do, they don't concern. They will break it. You can recall about Mary breaking? There are a couple of spaces they left here in the city center. They left here in the city center. There are a couple of spaces. I see United Party people talking about, you know why development comes with pain. We push it into 3 years. If you think you are a true patriot, show me one development that Bwaka has carried on. Show it to me. Because even the road from Vata to the Simple Bridge, it was a contract signed by the Wia government. The Mimba, the Maryland, the Grand Jide, the place. Imagine the people taking 20 million to go build Dusty Road. That are kind of people you will go put your trust in. They don't care about you. If you don't know, let me tell you today, Bwaka is the most corrupt in his own government. He sit down there and say, oh, we want to surprise the president. You sort of go take control money and say you want to surprise one man who doesn't care for the people? Is that how you run country? Is that how you run country? But you know what? Our people have to learn. And if you can't learn the easy way, you will learn the hard way. Today, when we were telling you yesterday, you didn't listen. You are like that smaller fish. And until you start to make that decision, that when somebody come to you and say, vote for Mr. X, you ask, what did Mr. X do for our country? Don't vote based on the man too old. The man too old that he the road, too young now riding a $1 million car. Bwaka, who won't kill you in the country? Even though you are a rebel. Even though Joseph Bwaka is a rebel. I repeat, even though Bwaka is a rebel, anyone who rebelled against a government, the man was chief executive officer of Lofa Defense Force. You think Bwaka that today human being? That interim government thing where they did that he was to LPRC and they had to sack him for corruption. You think the judge went and put him there? The man is a rebel. And people who are rebels, they don't have human being feelings. And that's why you see today, when you go cry, you cry, the man say you cry, you tired, God not making land. But tomorrow he will come with a battery and say, my man, y'all vote for me, y'all vote for me. The same people who were insulting the presidency yesterday, when you told them to get angry, I told you before the show, there are certain things you're going to say here, you're not going to like it. So if you don't want to hear your feeling, change the station. We're here to do a dirty work, a particular work. And we're treating our people the wrong way. You in the country, people walking, they're talking. They're stomping their toes with no rock in front of them. How can you be that wicked? Even Nebuchadnezzar can't be that wicked. Nebuchadnezzar that we know, he can't be that wicked. When the president speaks, he speaks logic. He speaks with understanding. You get a bunch of criminals in there at the information ministry, reckless speakers, and you want for us to come and be civilized. Like I told you and continue to tell you people, the food you cooked yesterday, that food will not spoil. All of you people will eat that food. Bunch of liars. There are people who Bwaka promised job. He can't get in that job. That old man can lie. Hey, I have watched, I have witnessed a lot of persons. Listen, watch. When you watch, you can see it on television. Witness, that's only where you see bad. That man is his behavior very far from his age. When you live around Bwaka, you will feel nasty. And that sometimes he comes and bring that behavior to some of you. And you in the public, you say, oh, the man are old man. You know what my mother used to tell me? She said, son, when I used to be pressing some people to her, she said, look, that person you're talking about, you won't know the person, bring the person closer to you. Just get that person closer to you, you will know. And I know that many of you who were shouting, oh, Braka this, oh, the Omen this, oh, the Omen that, you have now realized that this man is more than a demon. And yesterday, before we go to the telephone line for our first segment, yesterday, when President Weah was in office, when Braka was dying, President Weah took his money and said, you carry the old man to hospital. When Braka came back, he said he joined protests. When John Weah got agitated and spoke out, many of you, oh, the man, when you do something for somebody, you have to come to the public. But many of you today I see on social media in your community, when you take somebody's child from Banga, you take your woman, you take the person, you do the person, as soon as that person trips small, that person ungrateful. You see that girl, she ungrateful. You see that man, he ungrateful. You see that other person, I spent all my money. Oh, so you get red blood. So John, we had that red blood cell, he shouldn't complain. But because you felt that this man was the blockade to your upliftment, and you didn't know that this man will carry you to where you wanted. The man said, send your children to school free. You say that bar. For the first time in the history, look at the people in Kenya. Look at the people in Zimbabwe. Look at the people in Ghana, in Sierra Leone. The other day I saw the Sierra Leone president bragging about opening the strategy of a system where students will go to the university free. And thousands of Sierra Leoneans were backing the president. You come to my country, I know because you get the American system in your, and I just don't understand. But the people who are colonized by the British, the people can understand more than you people. You think I'm supposed to be here telling you about a good heart and a bad heart? No. I'm not supposed to be doing that. But sometimes our people have to learn the hard way. And by now, I told you people are going to be drinking tea. The car will bring the tea in the morning for the citizens and say, oh, and have you eaten? He said, Pim, have you eaten? He said, no. He said, okay, then take some tea. By 12 o'clock, we'll be back. President Braka will do more. I thought that when we were heading. But the only thing I hear today, that cry. You love for it, folks. Look, there are many nasty things happening in our country. Many nasty things. People are not capable of paying their children's school fees. Like Ottawa was saying yesterday, you go to somebody that you knew, the person who help you no matter what. Today, that possibility doesn't exist. Even the people in the Unity Party, you give them something for them to even give you. It's not possible. And so if you were to look at the ritual yesterday, yeah, let us agree with you for the first time, say, we was so bad, this and that, he was so nasty, everything was bad, this and that. Let us agree. But let us look at the numbers, the percentage of people that were suffering compared today, and how hard the country was compared today. And you're going to agree. You're going to agree. So the point I'm making here is that it is time for an 18-year-old child to make sound decision under pressure. It is time. You go to the court. Now you know what happening to the court? The court is a bank. The court, that bank. People just transferring money. You know why? To go and take other people's land. You know why the lawyers doing that? Because the country is hard. No justice. When you have a president who usurp the court function and say, oh, I don't care. Yes, the reality. The PPCC says that anybody who wants to do contract in the country, you want base skyscraper, you want to do the 1 year, you want to do the other 1 year, you should go through the PPCC when the money is above 200,000. Mr. Criminal, Mr. Liar, Braka, and people, they took the country 10 million. They say, we won't surprise our president. But mind you, if you were to take 5 million and you want to surprise president, you tell PPCC, say, okay, my man, we have a cultural center here in our country. Let's go to Hotel Africa. Let's spend 3 million and build that place. Let the people remain there. You just build a fence between the people, and like we was building the airport here. Some of the people who were living around the airport, he was building the invisible park. The people who were living around that place, he built new structure and built a fence and put the people behind the fence with the people staying there. You get 10 million to steal, Braka. You don't need 10 million to go to Foya. You just take 3 or 4 million because Hotel Africa already made me. You change the structure of the people there. You don't go against your citizens. And you built Hotel Africa to that level with just 3 million, with the backing of the PPCC. And see, some of us, when we can't talk here, people will castigate us. People will shit at us. People will insult us. But you take 10 million, you carry it to the town where you come from in. Even though you say you're not corrupt. You say you clean. You take 1 million, you go back out with it. All men are the people respect. But sometimes I say, but how the man will be thinking about the people? Because the man on Sky FM, the man saying you get battery in your system. Look, people who get battery in a sophisticated world, when you get battery in the system, certain times you can't be correct. You can't think good. Then you talk about Africa. Braka will just be thinking also that thing that Braka told you that, hey, you know, he said, what he said? He said, you know what, Goken Milan, go ask that Braka today and ask him and say, that statement you made. He can't even remember. He can't even remember that statement because you know what, that statement can only be made by crazy men. Crazy men to tell your citizen that, hey, go not making land. As a matter of fact, you ain't gonna on that kind of stupidity. You ain't gonna on. You don't even know what God can make in during the day. And let me tell you, any human being who doesn't respect himself, any person who is an honorable person, and you behave very, very, very naive, I will speak into your face. You know what God can make during the day? You know how the spirit works? You know? And then you can't put your sarcastic more on God and say, God not making land. Because you just want to cheat people. Or they see, man, he was hungry. People were collecting money from America. You're listening to how ungrateful Braka is. People were collecting money for that man who was living on loan. Sick, charging his battery. When Costa then was collecting money. When the man became president, you know what he did? He started telling the Liberian people, y'all got to make it. And you know how Trump down there, he not taking Sao, come back home. A human being there. But let's go to the telephone line. Let us hear from you. Couple of things, couple of things happening. And this is Liberia. This is our country. This is where we have a lot of things going to happen before 2029. And before 2029, many of you are going to be taught how to make sound decisions under pressure. Look, nobody will make the presidency new. Saying God isn't making any new land, nobody will make the presidency new. The same presidency they saw yesterday that they were insulting, it is the same presidency that exists today. So if the president less was better than his foot yesterday, the one that did today, a battery that in a heart makes him to not think soundly. So let us pick up telephone, let us pick up calls and hear from our audience right here on Hub, Freedom Hub with Princess Oliver. My name is Al Jerry Roosevelt. 0776 104 104 086 500 104 and 231 86 500 104 231. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, hello.
Jerome.
Yeah,
this is
welcome.
Lawrence, and I'm calling you from Minnesota.
Okay, Lawrence, welcome.
My brother, I want to thank you, man. I want to thank you, and I just appreciate it. I love it raw. I don't like the sugarcoating thing, you know. No, our people, they need to learn this. It was good that you just said you told KOK yesterday. The people will swallow it again.
Hmm. Hello? I think you can call back, but let us pick up couple of calls. Hello? Yeah, welcome. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, from Ghana Bay, welcome.
Yeah, my brother, you know, I'm really enjoying your show. The way you said it, you know, we need to say it raw. This is 2026. Going forward, we need to say it raw. Not yet to support anything. You know, what we say, that what we say. Because the people, they love to come to power. They love our people.
Mm-hmm.
You get me?
Yeah.
They love our people. They want to wear the big chicken there. When they wear their president, big chicken, people all tell the people that we're not making new land. Can you imagine? Demolishing our people here, making people homeless. You know, there's no rule of law in the country. No rule of law. So the people remove fanatic over to speak up, my brother. The whole country just goes that scatter.
I tell you.
No fanatic over to speak up. Say they did that, my brother, and lose confidence in the whole government. Because if the government, our opposition, they said that the government is not balanced. They said that Trump government was not balanced.
Mm.
They said everything that was CDC. They said the speaker that was CDC, the Senate president was CDC, we don't want the vice president, everything was, you know, there is some PC, all the one here. So when they came to power now, they said that balance in it. We have opposition speaker. They said the opposition speaker, they said the government the people. They said no, they said we're going to be our own speaker. They don't want to go quiet and regime speaker. Maybe the group people went today, abroad, I think every money, any other thing. Maybe the group people went today for me to inspect your machine, lawmaker, representative. You want to be yourself, like, you know, to be yourself friendly with the executive. Anything that what you do, you fake. Some of us are fake, man. You do this with yourself, I'm not laying. I mean, it's fake. We can't do this to people. Well, you know, we don't want to talk too much because we don't want to wait so that 2029 we can go to the power and tell the people that they lie to the people to come to power. They will take them for even they never power again. That's a yellow machine they bring. So don't some send a yellow machine they go. And what I said to us, school, when you tell the school, their schools are talking all kind of things saying that, oh, you know, as they do resign, they want. That's true.
Okay.
They are just send a machine.
Okay, let me leave you there and pick up this other caller. Hello?
Yeah. How you doing, my brother?
I'm okay.
Yeah, the official spokesperson for the Liberation movement.
Okay, go ahead.
Let me say thank you ever so much for the program. You know, all that you're saying is true at the room. Thank God it's not making new land. Thank God our law is straight that says here. President Boga will go rest, but what you doing at the room? Even your children will suffer it, the generation will suffer it. Because it can't be like president be wicked at that. Some of us are doing at the room. Or don't now with job because that when put the I think what the way you did it yesterday, we understand that when somebody wants to get you to there, they are in the Bible, the children of Israel.
Yeah.
You tell them when they came, just go out there and take it. But yeah, what will happen when you get it? Yeah, we agree. Now what happening today? They're marking, I got ripping all over. And we get it, demolition all over. Now I was seeing at the room, but don't know with job. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Let's pick up this person. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, welcome. Yeah, you were so man.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, that only machine me there. They say, I'm really the government bring. They say, 137, right?
Mm.
Yeah, but we're checking it. Only 14 will see us. Yellow machine. We the excavator with bulldozer, but the bulldozer are looking the color that we spray. Yeah, all I want to see, they will not see the truck when you carry truck like I said, they will only see the tankers.
I mean, now what we eat, so now what we eat.
Because we check it. I don't know if it's on the report there and you have flowing it. Well, no. I read and read it, not for the government. I read and read it to the other people. They're not in machine only. I see. So we read it down. I would say 137. They will only see 14 machine. All the while I want to pick up that I don't know pick up and that that was the go. Then that container sorry. I don't know container car when they can haul, they can use it to haul.
And some of them are more room. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Hello? Hello? Yeah, welcome. Hello? Hello?
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead. Your name?
Thank you very much, my dear brother Aderu.
Yeah.
And thank you also to that way.
Your line is very, very bad. Hello?
Hello?
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, my name is Taisi. I'm calling from Alaska, USA. Yeah, the point I want to make is so frustrating that those uneducated lawmakers are supposed to be asking hard questions, and they are there wearing yellow and whatever it is, celebrating stuff that they didn't even know how to acquire stuff. That is so sickening and frustrated though. Like we don't need a very sound people in the house. Not people that don't know what is going, people that just get it because for stealing money and stuff. I was so frustrated when I saw Tomo Farah in yellow. He that's supposed to be the speaker. That's supposed to be asking a hard question and just sit there doing some nonsense and stuff. I'm sorry for Liberia, man. Those kind of people in power is very, very sickening. I'm for real. Very, very sickening. This country is not going anywhere. For Liberians to celebrate Yellow Machine, they're not celebrating or paved road, they're celebrating people greater in road and stuff, and they call that development. Are you kidding me? Yeah, we are way 100 years back. Thank you for the show.
Okay. Hello?
Good afternoon, Ajuru Roosevelt.
Yeah, go ahead.
Thank you very much. Ajuru Roosevelt, I'm Pastor Mohammed, and I come from a proper corner, down Coast Ponyo, Winktown community. Ajuru Roosevelt, let me welcome you back to the radio.
Okay.
Thank you, because we have many days at King's FM, and now that you are back, I want to thank you and tell God thank you for bringing you back. Thank you very much. The Almighty Allah help all of us, give us the wisdom to prepare the best power to discuss personal issue.
Okay.
I want to refer to the issue. What I saw today at Freeport, it clearly tells me that Unity Party, the guys are complete 419. Yeah, so Ajuru Roosevelt, you guys said they brought 137 yellow machines. But today, what we saw at the Freeport, even the low bed that carried the 14 yellow machine, most of them were rented yellow machine, or low bed. I saw QQC trucks. I saw other private trucks carrying the yellow machine today. All Ajuru Roosevelt, that machine in the garden making machine that you guys brought just to lie to us. Look, Ajuru Roosevelt, we in trouble. You're the party. But you know why I put it there? We are in a digital world now. You cannot lie. If you lie, you will be exposed. Today, these guys got exposed. Only the bakers. I said the government officials were more than the bachelor. The same thing they said was just telling me. The government officials were happy. How will you bring something to help the ordinary people? Then the ordinary people are quiet. Then the officials are celebrating it. Today, what I saw was a complete rejection on Unity Party. Thank you very much. As we go to 2029, we will put on our boots or in front of us.
Okay. Thank you. Hello? Hello?
Thank you, Ajuru.
Yeah, welcome.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, this is Edmond Kame, and I'm the visually impaired that is pushing for the return of President William. Look, my dear brother, it is clear a report that we are getting from all over that when the government said that they brought in 137, all over, we are trying to verify. It is clear that that number is far. Maybe the other one is still in the port. But what they put out today,
It reached that number, you know. But here is the thing, though. You think this is a serious country here and serious leader here on a blocker? Because of that serious. To see the lawmaker where today they're supposed to be in session discussing issue that matter to the country. They decided to be a joint suit, a yellow joint suit, to go tell President thank you for crediting machine, because that's a credit. According to them, they took the money from Echo Bank. So we are going to be paying that money. Instead of them discussing today, what is the interest rate of that money that my taxpayer are going to be paying back? That will not discuss today. But rather, they wear that yellow suit to go tell President thank you for bringing machine in country. For what? But I know for why Baka is celebrating day. Because Baka is not an old man that have ever achieved anything. Because when you don't achieve anything, any little thing that you do, you will celebrate it. What is Baka achievement? Nothing. Like you were saying, 12 years. After 12 years, when you get year 30, he started begging to survive. So for him to bring few pieces of yellow machine, he was celebrating because he had not achieved anything. Look, I had one of my friends. The very first time they made a given job, they made her one pick up a son to eat, they made him sleep. Every morning, soon the next thing you count out with the leg, you can't shut it on the car. Every season on the car. So that who Baka is. You kidding me? Church will brought machine here. Church will brought buses here. Church will have built so many parts for the Liberian people to celebrate. You ever saw him celebrating anything? Because this is a man that lives in the Western world. You know what it means to live good life. But the old man is right here. He go put $10 million in loafer. You take or dilapidated machine, you bring it to the country, then you say we should go standing on the road to celebrate. No! Like you need to find the problem with something because even when they are suffering, if they are destitution, they're telling us the government is doing well. Look, to close all day, investigate. That lady that was shouting all over here that didn't make her son. That will know. Check our information. We are getting it clear. We are getting nothing about her son again. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
And then we should now.
Thank you. Thank you. Let us pick up this person. Hello? Hello? We'll pick up a few more, maybe 4 or 5 calls, and then call it a day. Hello? There are a couple of calls. Let me pick up. Hello?
Yeah, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Thank you, how you doing? This is Washington Soap, and I come from DVO.
Oh, Washington, go ahead.
Let me appreciate you for the discussion. I am so pleased the way you discuss the issue. Thank you so much, Ajiru. This is a time for us to address that drawing, that president example that sitting at the executive mansion called himself president, taking our country, putting it in the head.
Hello? Washington, are you there? Hello?
Yeah, good evening. How are you?
I'm okay.
Yeah, long time. What is there? How do you know? I on Kings FM, well, you lost.
Yeah.
So I hear you on Kings FM. I try to call you, but really, like your friend wanted to tell you by radio.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much for the privilege. This is one of the guitar. Them on the solar movement. You know, the way in which you live back in the proceeding with the developmental process, they're like deadline. And when they do small things, they put it on Facebook. Yesterday they say we are government on Facebook, government, but they are very confusing about public. Yellow machine cannot vote. Let me say this. And popular president and President George Manawiya, he was put them on power yesterday, narrowly by the Labour Party. But they are forgetting about the satisfaction of the Liberian people. When Liberian people are happy, Roosevelt, even if you talk all Liberia today, the Labour Party go for election, they will be from. So, for me, all buying yellow machine do the welfare of the Lagwan people. Like billion people are suffering under the administration. I do Roosevelt. We are passing around. They identical company here they call transport service. You know how many tickets they get a day to motorcycle on the street or Keke. You know how many people are going pay? Are they going to pay under the administration? What do I see? Today it was so heavy protest down to Douala. The people collected people marking here and there. They say the people should not sell on the road. When they saw that you gave, this is the end of the Lagwan people that we are experiencing today. Because all of you were explaining to me yesterday. And for me, you know, party when they say when the other government officials told them grab the gate to the court, and the come away with former President Doe, yeah, people protested at night. The Democratic activity in our country here, nobody can follow it. I'm not clear how you be all your beer growing, virgin on the ground. Like people will stay and speak to power. You see? So for me, all I want they are doing is a political fairness or political tactics that they are doing. It cannot work. Do it like one for work. We're elected to do it like one for work. But so we are on the dryer for 30 years. The people just dry it perfectly. Now you are there on the dryer, President Joseph Nabaka, they're stressed, and we'll dry it perfectly. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you. We'll pick up this person, the second to 3 more calls. Hello?
Hello. This is Labutin calling from Buchanan City.
Go ahead.
Hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, okay. I want to say a very big thank you for that story you gave.
Okay.
I really admire it because this is my first time listening to your radio.
Okay, thank you.
But, yeah, you see the discouraging part, we heard that this government boosts the morale by bringing yellow machine. They are already divided the yellow machine. We are considered with a certain 38 pieces. And people telling us that we have 14 million. Yellow machine is saying, I think the government is looking for a problem for us because we're mad tomorrow to protest our own 38 machine. So just tell them, that's okay. One having a deal when I bring it to us.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you. Hello?
Yeah,
Yeah, welcome.
Yeah, patient.
Okay, patient. Thank you for joining. Go ahead.
I left your show in your presentation.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Taking for the whole mind, whole part of the whole thing.
Yeah.
I want to at the airport. And you said it to report 2023. They put in listing. And you say it again. They see people put it now. They don't have to fall for the ready and not because they will carry in the community, they will be keeping it at the end of the day. Somebody will put on it people. You know when that boy will let our stuff up. At the end of the day, the 4 year will fall for the way. They get too for the day for the whole people get counted. They will vote for the people again. They are them. For me, what I can say. But then we are now winning election. You will not get trouble. We won't see the page. So we took it for the initial test. They put it listed. And you know the part know the theater, the general is bad. And what is this standing on our way on that camera, they'll make 200 years. And they'll look up banker, the construction. You know that somebody will live for 200 years. Who is the party can live for 200 years? Who in that brother did I say that everybody live for 200 years? I do. So the 200 show you.
Nobody.
Live for 200 years in that brother. Then they tell you what the effect of people, the general is not becoming. So the thing now, President, we are come back. He will come after the definitely President will come back and you. So for me, I get you correct by the President, we are where you hope it. You know how to talk. So we told it for the listen. For me, my entire community, we are 50 years for 2000. Nothing can be my head to go for the creation. Because it's okay, the evidence, yeah. When you come to the mayor, who may vote for President, we don't vote for who may. Then they are experience. People crying, they say they talk about it. Not just they say, if I say nothing that they ask you, nothing that they want for you, what is they put out, open for them and look over it? Tell me. The first thing with the devil. If you were definitely for back, but so the last time you was 50 years out, you will go there and we are in our.
Okay, thank you. Thank you. Hello?
Hello,
yeah, welcome.
Oh, God, thank you to hear your voice again. Thank you so much for coming back on the air. After years, my brother, I've been making your voice to advocating for you to come out on the radio. But therefore, thank you. This yesterday, I really wanted to come from Norway to call over your free internet.
Otherwise, boss now.
Yeah, therefore, thank you, man. I'm so happy to hear your voice. I know what you can do. Yes, so the topic, Jerome.
Yeah.
The topic here, what I told us, when you even traffic, get your motor by job the day. More are team to tell us that when you even traffic, get your motor by where you working. Okay, the free yellow machine. So the way Minister Gaspar told us that they will open Ministry of Fire, but also the Ministry of Yellow Machine. They will open Ministry of Yellow Machine. So happy Ministry of Yellow Machine to the United Party people. Thank you for asking me.
Okay. We'll soon be at 5:30 and then we go to our talking point, our second talking point. Okay. Wow.
Hello.
Yeah. Yeah, welcome.
The recognition can do the way you join from a power resident.
Okay, let's hear you.
Actually, it is my imagination for a president who is in his somewhat years old, who's supposed to be a man of wisdom, a man of legacy, a man who's supposed to set the standard that young people are supposed to follow in this country, to make such a reckless statement, ungodly statement, heartless statement that God is not producing new land. It'll be my imagination to see this kind of president who spoke on the matter of change, to be making Latin to be homeless, taking down people's property in the need of development, so-called development that we will not see. It'll be my imagination. This is heartbreaking, this is frustrating. People have bought their land, they have lived there for decades of years, and you just don't single second to break it down without compensation, without compensating the people, leaving the people homeless, leaving them in hardship poverty, leaving them in a sorrowful life with the kind of economy that we find ourselves honor the party people, President Joseph Mabuaka. It is frustrating. The Unity Party, you guys are so the bunch of liars and criminals. They say they brought 137 yellow machines today. We only saw 14 yellow machines. So I begin to ask where the other 35 yellow machines that they said they were taking back. Where do they take the machines at? For those of you in the journalistic world, did you see any yellow machine or any ship going back?
We are even afraid that it will miss the old machine with the new machine.
This is the strategy. So when they decided to send, the one they decided to send the machines in the compound of public work, they said they carried it to where they want to take it. Because when they got the other first 35 machines, so we just blend them with the 14, and at the end of the day, they just lie to the Latin people. So you can lie to come to power, but you cannot lie to govern. And I just appreciate you for the little story that you told the Latin people.
Thank you.
That's sent as a card into the Latin people that comes in the upcoming presidential elections in 2029. They must think very clear to know who to vote for. They must think because they kind of life that the money are sent in today when they're thinking that this government going to be a bread and butter of sugar, and today when the government going to be distributing tea to every citizen. But today we see something that's looking like the deprivation to deprive people of the right. So it is saddening, it is heartbreaking. Every day people eat tears. You know what it is to find food for your family?
It's not easy, but thank you. We'll pick up a second to the last caller. Hello?
Hello, Mr. President.
Thank you. Let's hear you.
Yeah, this is David, and I don't know to my resident after me.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, Mr. President, I'm opportune to have come from Ghana, and I met a so-called yellow machine on their way to Kenya. Mr. River, my question is, why the United Party behaving like? Why are they lying to us? And Mr. River, most Nigerians, if not all, most of our compatriots are very illiterate. For you to have seen the same yellow machine on a no bill that is divided into segments, 3 segments on one row, and you begin to jump on and start shouting. And you got journalists who have been not in the press. But you got EFBC, you got Punch FM, Cool FM, government apologists who call themselves media houses in the town. Because they are not able to carry the independent press with them, who will be able to give the Latvian people a play-by-play description as to what they are seeing. So these guys are in a pickup and they are passing. Look, you got 8 water tanks and you have several common trucks. And people are clapping and saying, oh, no vacancy 2029. Are you serious? Are they very serious? What they said they brought 137 yellow machine in the country. And nobody to us. It's a reason it's far from the truth. Very far from the truth. So that brother can swear on your crippled mother that what you brought in the country.
Okay, we'll pick up our last caller and yeah, hello? Regular caller. My sister.
I feel your father. I feel your neighbor. No joke. So I was saying,
my sister. The United Party people say they want order to you because what kind of woman in a small community? All this you got money in your food. The people say they want order you.
They want I'm making it. What they get anything? Why is that they show up for government? No, Andrew. It's so sad. But what 30 people you talk for who sit here? And I always give you a scenario there. I pray for we are to win. It's going to change power. Many people feel it in Bakahe. You said it. And that's so far. The jobs far over goose. See, so the power will have just customer Bakahe. The top customer for the people. The power will have just customer. The power will have just customer. Why they crying, Baba? Although who are feeling, what they crying? The one they want it. When they break it down their home, they only get a job. And they go by the zero. We don't know what that one day. We all will be on them. We don't know what we do one day. They must stop paying. The one they want to go buy over food and say we are wicked. You are suffering, you are fussing, we are all what they pay. So they say, oh, they must go on. Get along. What would you buy a share for a sec? That woman don't hold so big issues and get to tell you, why you need a right or play or get up, why black.
Oh, Sisi, but we'd like to say thanks for all the interaction here on Freedom Hub. This is Freedom Hub with Princess Oliver. My name is R. Jeremy Roosevelt. I don't know if I can squeeze. Yeah, let me squeeze the person. Yeah, hello. Hello?
Yeah, hello?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'm calling from PhD.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to appreciate you for the talking point.
Okay.
I need to visit myself on this channel here. I want to express myself too. Because when you are saying related party, or primary related party.
Let me go take some. Yeah, but that's it. You know, this is Liberia. There are a couple of discussions, going on behind the scene that may give me to laugh. But I understand anyway. But this is Liberia. You know, when you're in a country that when you were coming up as a child, we're just going to take our time now because we, you know, on our course road to conclude the show. So we're going to take our time. But when you are in a country, you know, the way the environment respond, if you do not respond that kind of way, you are not going to get your message across. Trust me. There are some hostile environment that need hostile responses. And when any other group of people think they are the ones that own that environment, you stand on the fence and say no. Now, for example, you know why I do not appreciate being easy with these Unity Party folks? I hate being easy with them. Not that I can be easy, I can be respectful, but trust me, it hurts that when 5.5 million people has a particular bottle, and one group of people think that no other group of people should get around that bottle beside their group. These are things that bring discrimination. And sometimes one person will leave from there and stand tall and say, Detiana, it's too much. Yes, and that's the fact. Whether you accept it, whether you not accept it, that's the fact. When we are goes to the presidency, the Unity Party people come and say, only football we are no. So we are going to be playing football until we die. But they fail to realize that football is a very short career. But when their own go there, when he goes there, oh, it is fun. Even though he comes from the agriculture sector. Huh? So how do you expect a person like me to deal with that kind of people? But let me give you another short story. According to the constitution of our country, no matter how the people can love you, no matter what, you only have 6 years or 12 years to be in that presidency. When you go into the presidency, after 12 years, you should leave. It is compulsory that you leave. But you know what? We had a president here who was elected way 1997. 1997. When the man got elected, you know what the man was saying? His first policy was Vision 2024. A man, even if Liberians were to love you, your last bus stop was 2009. That means 12 years. But the man was telling you, my first vision, that 2024. That means he's not even ready to leave power after 2009. So it tells you that if a man wants to leave power, let's say he agreed to leave power like 2 years ago, somebody who was elected way to 1997. And these are facts. Now, as soon as other group of people heard what he said, what Charles Taylor said, they got agitated. It took only 2 years for people of this country to hear the first bullet in Gegedu, a bordering place with Liberia and Guinea. They said that what that meant to, it not make sense to us because that meant they can suppress us. So we'll go fight. Look, when a group of people see other people as inferior and make themselves so superior that only their people can be in the presidency, then everybody should agree. No, Ajahn Roosevelt said no. He will not buckle to that kind of stupidity. Trust me. It doesn't make sense. So the other group of people went in the bush. They say if we will not further mayor, we will not get no space in Liberia, even though the history of our country says, hey, that only 12 years you can be there. You can't be more than 12. The man talking about Vision 2024. That man, he won't leave power just now. As a matter of fact, he started using the gun. So the people understood that the only thing that could remove this man, that the gun. If Unity Party people insult your leader, the best sound they can understand that we heard them, that insult. This country doesn't belong to a special group of people. And you know, it hides to be so sorry for the people who, you know, they are not sophisticated to understand the society. So somebody goes to them and start using political jargons, rhetorics. And when and the only time the inferior people are important to the Unity Party folks, trust me, when they need a vote. Imagine they breaking people homes down. Unity Party people, they don't care. All they say, hey, development comes with pain. It comes with pain. But ask them, where is the development? You know why they're telling you development comes with pain? Because they don't care for you. The only time they care, when they need a vote. So you think we're supposed to be sitting and holding our waist and be dancing with Unity Party people? No. For me, that dirty work I can do. Dirty work. Dirty political work. That's what I can do. And they know, they are aware. Even the people that don't know me, they know me well. There are some deeds that Unity Party folks and I pass through. Imagine those political buggers telling you, say, you should go to radio station and make sure and call radio station and spoil the transmitter. And telling you, oh, we gave you the money. You know what you do? We give you another SIM card. Put it there. We'll announce your regular number. At the end of the day, we'll be calling that number you will answer. You don't know Unity Party people. Me, I understand them. I know the thing that can hear them. I know. If they were different political party, I will respect the presidency. I will respect our leaders. If they were different political parties or party, but nobody, no group of people should not take a Liberian over. It's like you say you don't want to have voting right because you Unity Party man. We're better. We're better. And trust me, they will be in power for 6 years, in power for 12 years, in power for this year. At the end of the day, when they leave the presidency or leave power, they don't have anything. Watch the process of Braka. Watch it. Look, when someone is insensitive to the plight of the ordinary people, you can go forward. But this is the society. This is the country. Where in the world? So look, nowhere in the world, the people who are around the president, like I said, we're taking our time because we're already leaving. Nowhere in the world, I challenge any partisan of the Unity Party. Let us go and read political issues. That a president will take $10 million and say, oh, somebody want to surprise me. You know why Jacob Zuma left the presidency? You know why? It was because people went and built home for him. But mind you, that home they built for Jacob Zuma, the people passed through their referral channel. But it wasn't the prerogative of that institution to build home for the president, even though the president tried to justify. But they kick him out. But in our society, like many of the callers say, a lawmaker who should be checkmating everything, he goes into yellow and follow the executive. At the end of the day, he wants to justify, the president will succeed, even though the president took money to buy a yellow machine that he did not pass through the legislature. And you see, look, things will be difficult. Trust me, things going to be difficult. Because no lawmaker should be in their sound mind that the country resources isn't being used equitably. It's not even being followed by law. The first thing here is the lawmakers should be the eyes of the people. Why would the president use money that we don't know about, even though he goes for yellow machine? As a matter of fact, why in the first place, why will you go create a yellow machine when you don't have money to pay rules? You don't even have the first contract. That means it's a waste of funds. You know, let me tell you something. I don't know if you really ask yourself when you're sending somebody in the market, the most important thing to ask yourself, and that's where many persons don't make their mistake and they don't know. The first thing when you want cook, and many people don't do that. The first thing when you want to cook your food in the house, the first thing to do is to go and get water. But many people can't ask if you get water in the house. They just can't. You get food money, they put the money down. Go buy all the food. No water, you can't cook. You go all you can down. No water, you can't cook. But the people who cook the food, they don't even see water as the first priority. You don't have contract to obey rules. You don't have reserve to do anything. No, you jump for a yellow machine. At the end of the day, you will bring 10,000 yellow machines in the country. The people will still be angry with you. The people will still be angry. And when you go talk, representatives, senators, they will be dancing and thinking that, oh, they're doing well. No. You should be the champion of the executive. But the executive, the legislature, the judicial, all of them corrupted. The system is bad. Like I told you initially, the judiciary is a bank. That bank right now. As soon as you get your money, you pump it inside. How they can call it here, man? The room that they can place. I just forgot it. The ATM. What how the justice system looking at? When you go, you get money, you pump it inside. They go seize people land, and the president sits. He doesn't care. He just doesn't care. There are people on this earth. There are people who are made. When they want something from you, you can be their best friend. As soon as they get what they want, they turn their back. That how Bwaka then looking. That how the United Party people looking. All of these things that you see them doing, the day you go and put it in opposition. But you know, we're going to be in this. We will not stop talking to our people. But there are certain places, we're not going to talk to you. We are not going to advise you to say, oh, go do the one, go do the... No. For me, for now, I have a checkpoint. Trust me. I'm not going to force anybody to do anything. The mom Sisi was telling you, or she always saying, I repeatedly said, I wanted we are to lose so the Liberian people should enjoy. Let's see how Bwaka or United Party people will bring tea in the morning. Don't force people to do something. Somebody don't want you, don't force them. Love them, not force. Let them go. Because every time you force it, it's going to cause problem for your heart. And the same thing you're afraid of, sometimes it can happen to you. Don't force any human being. I have reached to a place where in my entire life, I don't force things. You think I'm supposed to be forcing a society who I look at and say, oh, this man is good. and this man is bad, and you choose evil over good, as you can't enforce you? No. Go and chop it. Let's see. And I continue to say, look, that food I will cook in 2023, that food will never ever sleep. I will repeat, the food that was cooked in 2023, that food will never sleep. If you refuse to listen to the facts, you will eat that food. Whether they break your home, you cry, you will eat that food. Whether they take you from the job, you will eat that food. That food will never sleep. And in 2029, we're going to cook a new food. Imagine today, Delon is saying, Delon of all persons is saying that they should break people's home down. When your home is on the alley, they break it down. When your home is surrounding place, they break it down. They should break it down, break it down. But he forgot that Joseph Boakai home is surrounded by alleys. But who's supposed to go to the president hall to go break it down? As a matter of fact, trust me, as long as the other people didn't respect the president that we had yesterday, I will not have respect for nobody. And that's the fact. Trust me for that. Look, every citizen should respect the presidency, no matter who is the president to you. But when you want a hostile, I will tell you that, hey, me, they can go buy a hostile in the store. When you want us stupid, I tell you, they can go buy stupidity in the store. When you want show that you can insult, they can buy in the store. Me, I don't need to drink alcoholic beverages to be crazy. I don't need to take in drugs to be stupid. Trust me. My entire life, I don't drink, I don't smoke. But many of the things you people can go do, to go drink before you do it, to go drink before you do it, to go smoke before you do it, I can even do them more than you. That's why I was telling one of my friends, since I became a man, taking decision on my own, I have never ever regretted a decision. You know why? I'm always sound taking decision. Let me tell you, everybody in the country get on plane. Everybody, sorry to say, but everybody get on plane traveling. They say, everybody, just sorry, I'm just saying something that is, it can't just happen, but I'm just saying it. Everybody get on plane. They say the plane traveling, everybody die. Only Boakai with me. I can never vote for that man. That man has, a heart that human being can have. Ungrateful. And for me, I can consider comments no matter what. I can consider Benoni no matter. I can consider anybody. But ungrateful people, I can never. Never. And we're going to stay like this. Trust me. Somebody will say, oh, the men are president for Liberia. I don't care. I don't care. One of my friends within the Unity Party, we're driving going somewhere because we've been friends since, very long. Not even for Unity Party, not even for Boakai. We're going somewhere. And then he was telling me, he said, Jerry, let's just run somewhere. I won't go. He said, I'll run somewhere. And he was going to that. I said, but man, I don't go down there. I don't want to go there. I don't even make one mistake. I don't go behind people because of what you have. I go behind people because of your heart. The heart you bring. And this is how I expect Liberians to respond. You can't be making nonsensical decisions, grow up people just making stupid decisions. You go, you start dancing for, I do the one, you do the one, you do the one, rescue, 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 rescue. At the end of the day today, you crying. And you want for me to can't defend you. I can defend nonsensical things. Trust me. And like I always say, the Unity Party people, trust me, I am their tough customer. They know that. These people were not racking before. And I dance in their defense. They know. And I want to have in their program. They don't want me there. But you know what? I have never attended a program where I am not invited. But I urge Liberians to learn and be wise. Do not put your trust in ungrateful people. somebody's own life, the person can take care of it for 12 years, even though he's working. He's making thousands of dollars, thousands, millions of budget. Yeah, 30, your own life just outside that. I don't want to sound mail at me. So I'm supposed to go take my future and put it in your hand. Because I'm waiting now. I'm waiting. But we have to leave it. We'll be here next week. We have to leave it. We'll be here next week. And that's how things going to be. It's going to be nasty. It's going to be unpleasant. Every time I come here, there will be, because I'm the pain in the flesh of these folks. I'm the tough customer. You know why Man CC was talking tough customer? Because Man CC knows. But let me say thanks to all of those people. Mimi, thank you so much. There were some people, you sitting, they care for you. Mimi never give up. Mimi Jabberdy in the state, she never give up. My lecturer, Jerome Swampson, thank you. And I also like to say thank you to, Jackson of Hotel Africa. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. He's a very good man. Very good young man. And we'll be another Masale, thank you as well. Aliu, thank you. I hope I got your name. Yeah, he's in the US. He sometimes gave me assignment to do. Freedom going to benefit. I just been, very tired, but I will do that. Masale, I believe your name is Masale. Thank you, Aliu. Thank you. I will do that. He wants me to do something where Freedom FM going to benefit hugely. I will do that. But I'd like to say thank you to all of you who been there when I was off, and especially Mr. San and his boy Oliver Khan. Very nice people. There are plenty of pressure putting me on the wall to come. But I'm grateful. Anthony Stevens directed this program on behalf of Princess and Oliver. My name is R. Jerome Roosevelt. Thank you so much. I'll be back on Freedom Hub next week. Thank you.
I just wanna ask you one question now. Is the rescue? You not give him the people what they want, then you speak is the rescue. Let me ask you, Mr. Rescue, the people say not like it. You say you coming to rescue your people.